Okay, so here we are and we want to create our first Hello Django application. So for that, we'll first of all come to our URLs. Let me just tell you how the URLs work. Well, you need to import django.urls and there's something called as admin, which we'll talk in a little while. But for now, let's just see what path actually is. Well, path is what comes after my root URL. And what is my root URL? If I were to start my server and say Python, if I am inside it, dir, I need to get inside cool, and then dir, and then I can say python manage.py run server. Okay, so here we are, and I can just come in this. And by the way, everything that we are writing will be available on GitHub as well as the website Learning Drop, so you can just see this. And I'll just go to 127.0.0, and this is the place where we are now. After this, whatever we have will be the root. So let's just check whether it works or not. Okay, so it says /admin. Let me just go to /admin, and of course it is like 127.0.0.1:8000, and then after the slash whatever comes, that is it. And you just say admin, and see, we are here and it asks us to log in. You don't have the authentication for it, because for that we need to create a super user. How will we do it? I'll just tell it to you, not in this video but in some other video. For now, let's just go and see. First of all, our hypothesis, or rather what I said you works, that it is after a slash, and then I can say, or rather I can just create another path. I can say for this path, well, I just go to the initial or probably nothing, so I can just leave it blank and say for that, well, take me nowhere, I would say. So just don't run anything, and this will actually take in something that is called as a function. So what I can do is, well, first of all, there are some functions that we can define inside of this one particular file. But okay, let's just do that. Okay, I can say def index, just a name, and each and every function will take a request that is mandatory, and then you can just return. For now, just return something, and you will see that this will throw an error. Okay, I can just say return something, and I can just say that go and do this for the index. Okay, let's just see, server is running. Okay, it says index is not found. Control X. Probably it will find it. Okay, yeah, it does. And then what I can do is, whoops, just come here, refresh it, and it will throw me an error. It says attribute error, string object has no attribute get. Okay, now what does this mean? Well, it was actually expecting an HTTP response, because I am requesting a web page. It should give me some sort of a response in HTTP, and I gave it some sort of a string which says something which just didn't made any sense. So there is this thing, I can say from django.http import HTTP response. And how do I know this? Well, I have read the Django documentation, and that is how I know it. There's no other way to know about it. You have to read the Django's official documentation in order to understand it. And now that is working, perhaps we can just, hey, why do I just come in there? Let's just refresh this, and it says something amazing. I can just say amazing, and yeah, you can just send a valid HTML inside this. If you don't know HTML, well, I think you should, but it's okay. It's not hard to get started with HTML. Just go and see like something like an hour's video, and you should be fine with it. So it says something, and maybe something, instead of something I can say, well, it's a Hello Django application, so I'll just say Hello Django. Whoops, it failed to connect. And and here we are. Let's just come refresh, and it says Hello Django. So let me just make it bigger, and it says Hello Django. Whew, fantastic. Now the thing is that do I really have to type everything right on my URLs? Well, you can, definitely you can, but it turns out just the way in a mobile we have different apps, we can create different apps in a Django application. So how might we go about creating an app? Well, there are about two ways. One is using Django admin and the another one is using Python manage.py. I personally like manage.py because it gives me a little more freedom to work with, so I'll be using that. Just close out with the server and make sure that you are in the correct directory where you have manage.py, and then say Python manage.py run server, or of course you need to say start app, and then you can just give the name of your app. I can just say this is my hello app, so I'll just say hello. Cool. So it created this hello app for me, and it is right there. So you can just see this is the hello app that I have. This is my cool, this is my hello. Okay, but there are different files inside my hello. So how should I know and how should I understand what each and every file is? Well, I'm there. So you have this underscore init underscore again, just to declare that we have created a module. This is not just a folder, this is a module. What is this migration? Well, it will store the migration that we made using the models. Don't worry about this folder as yet. We'll be focusing on it in a later video of ours where we'll be covering a lot about models and all. After which comes your admin.py. This admin.py connects any model that you have to the admin page. So just see, Django is a lot about these small specific details. First of all, you have a database, and then you have connection with the database with the admin files. So that is a lot of Django, and you'll be working. In fact, we will be working a lot on databases as well. And you have this app which just says, hey, I have this app, and it says models, inside which we'll be creating models. Now these are some tests which we won't be covering in this series specifically, because tests are something that you should be doing, but you need not do as a beginner or as a starter. So everything will be fine. I remember when I created the first 3 to 4 websites, I didn't even touch tests, okay, and maybe more or less I don't even touch, even though I should. And then you have this file called as views.py, and this is one of the most useful apps that you have. Okay, so let me just do one thing. Let me just go into my URLs, copy this, you cut this from here, come onto my views and paste it right there. Okay, and you will be seeing all sorts of these things built right inside your views app, because your views stands and is only there to make sure that you have views right with you. So I have just created this. How should I make it work? Well, what I can say is very simple. From same directory, well, I need to import import views, and then I can say, well, go inside this and have views.index. Let's just see if I'm right. It says views.index, and first say Hello Django from index from actually hello.views. So this will make sure that we are not just copying and pasting things. So let me just run this server again if I can. So here's the server, everything good, and it says no module named cool.hello. Okay, it seems that it's not there, my fault. And yeah, it works. And so let me just come in this, refresh it, and it says Hello Django from hello.views, and it works, right? Of course it should, because this is just another package that you have from which you are really importing things. But still we have one big problem. like this is just like this is a very small website, everything is fine, no issues. But the thing is, as and when I keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger, I'll have a lot of different URLs, won't I be? So how am I really going to tackle it? Well, for that we have one really interesting thing, and that is called as include. So we can include another URL inside ours. Okay, that might be a mouthful. Let me just say, well, what are we actually doing? Well, I'm telling it, hey Django, whenever you see something that starts with, well, nothing, I want you to include another file which is in my, and this should be a string. I just know by reading the documentation, it says hello.urls. So just include another URL file. So yeah, you can just have as many URL files as you want. So I'm saying, hey Django, when you see nothing, then go and import and just go and check, is there something that might match in my hello.url? The thing is, it will go to hello and say, hey man, you just messed me up because there is no URLs in hello. And so I need to come here and say a new file and create a file called as urls.py. That does the trick for me. So I can say from django.urls import path. I can say URL patterns with that, inside which, well, I need to create some path, and it's going to be like, hey, when I don't see anything, and I don't see anything, that means still I'm in the home page, then just go and have from same directory import views. And then what can I say? Well, views.index. Simple. Views.name, or rather views.index, that is the name of the one. But then this one function is not yet included, and it happens to be right with our path inside of django.urls. So everything should work even fine now. And for some simplicity, let's just say, and I even used the hello.urls just so that we know about it. Okay, let's just refresh the page, and there you are. So this is a Hello Django app which says Hello Django from hello.views, and I even use the hello.urls. So you just see, nothing is also complicated, everything is extremely simple. You can just really mess things up, but Django makes it, first of all, really easy for you to work with it. So definitely I can just write my entire view in my URLs, but we typically don't, because that is a very bad design to work with, and that makes debugging very hard. So what we do, we just do everything inside of our URLs, inside of our views, and the rest is just history. And the thing is that this one URL that we have, which is inside of cool, like this is your main conf URL that was there, like we have even declared it here, right? So you can say it as let's just come here, it says root URL conf, which says cool.urls. so if I were to change it to hello.urls, well, it will just go to my hello. Where is my hello? It will come here and say, okay, so I have this thing, take me there. If you don't believe me, well, let's just do that. And for this one, let's just change it a little and say, let's just go to hello. So that will give me that will just throw that page at me. So let's just come, and it says, okay, fine. Now it will come in, and I might get an error because I haven't changed a lot. But then I refresh it and it says, it's just too big to work with. It says page not found. So of course this page is not found. We need to go to hello, and it says, well, Hello Django from URLs views, and I even used the URLs. So well, you can just see, nothing is just magic. If I were to remove it to cool, it should still work. Yeah, it should still work, but then I won't have access to admin. So for example, right here, if this is cool, then I can just go to this place called as admin, slash, and it takes me to the admin page. But if I were to change it to hello and then go and refresh, and it should say page not found. Of course the page is not found, because the only URL that it is checking is this hello page, and there is no such instance of the one or the admin page that we are trying to reach. So this is a thing that we have. So well, there is just no such thing as admin, and you can just see using the URL conf defined as hello.urls. Simple. So in our settings we can define a lot. So for now we'll just be fixing everything back, and this is a place where we are at, and you can just see nothing is magic. It comes to cool. So let me just tell you very briefly how Django really works with it. First of all, Django sees when I request a page 127.0.0.1:8000, that is the web page that I want to request. It comes, says, hey man, which project are you requesting from? Django says, hey, I'm requesting from the project called school. Okay, what is the name of the operating system? It's cool. So go inside the cool folder. Then it comes inside the cool folder and says, okay, I need to go inside the URLs. Well, before that, you know that it goes to the settings.py, and in settings it figures out what is the main thing that I want, what is the one that I don't want, and all sorts of cool things. And then it says, hey, go to the URLs which is inside cool, and then figure everything out from there. So if I am requesting base URL slash hello, so it goes to URLs. It comes here, says slash something. Is it admin? It isn't. So I should just go to the next line, and it says path empty quotes. Okay, is everything inside it? I mean, anything after the one that I want? Well, yeah. So anything after that, and maybe I just to make it a little clear, I can say something like hello, and now I need to come to hello.hello, or maybe I can just change this to Django, and with that I'll have to come to hello/Django to just to view the same page. So I'll just refresh this. Admin should work, but what should not work is just simply hello, because it will come, hey, I don't know which one to go to, and then it says hello/Django is available. So it comes to Django, and if I request that page, my bad, Django, when I request the page, that page is given to me. So how does it work? Well, it comes here and says, hey, should I is the user requesting for admin? No, he isn't. Is the user requesting for hello? Yes. So what should I do? Well, go and include the hello.urls. So it jumps from here to my hello.urls, which is right here. It says, hey man, do you have after hello/Django? And it says, yes, I have it. And it says, what should I do? Well, go to views.index, and then it goes to views right here and says, hey, do you have a function called as index? And it says yes. So here is a request, just take it as a parameter and return me an HTTP response. And then the HTTP response is actually h1 tag. That is the basic workflow of a Django app. Okay, I hope that this was not a mouthful for you, because I'm just trying my best to make it as simple as possible so that you understand it really well. And this is the way the Django generally works. I hope that I was really able to clarify it to you, and you should know how each and every part of Django works, because I know I got confused, and if you are too, then you can just come to Learning Drop. Let me just show it to you. You just come to Learning Drop, jump on to questions, and here is a list of questions that others had. You can just come to ask a question, just go to ask a question and ask me a question. Just pour your heart out there. I or someone else should be able to answer you, or you can just come to the exact page that you're having an issue, so that I can even list the questions right here, so that anybody else can even come and see the same questions. So that was actually pretty long, but I hope that I was successfully able to make you understand Django really well. Thanks for this video. Bye bye, and I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, if you're liking these videos, then come on, just hit the like button until it turns blue, hit the subscribe button until it turns gray, and that is it.